do you know what? It's just lovely having you join me here because, you know, I'm going to try and show you something which I believe could be really useful, or maybe it's a great present for somebody. But this from FERM is amazing. It's their power planer, 650 watts of sheer power. It's got so many features. It's packed with features in actual fact. So many that I think I need to explain them to you. First and foremost, it comes with a dust bag, which means all that dirt and debris that you're going to get when you're doing its job are going to end up into the bag. We also, and I like this, it has an adjustment. So these adjustments, you have 8 adjustments for optimal depth of cut. Maximum depth of cut, by the way, is 2 millimeters. 82 millimeter wide blade, so that means that is a standard iron that you can buy from any shop, any place, anytime. You don't have to get them through us if you don't want to. Let's just flip this over. I want to show you a couple of features of it. Now, this is the blade underneath, which you can see. It's not plugged in. It will be plugged in a minute, guys. So you can see there's the iron. Can you see that on the bottom? Now, that iron is reversible. So unfortunately, should you hit something metal and damage it, you have a spanner included in the kit which will allow you to take the iron out, flip it over 180 degrees, and then have a brand new blade the other side, which is great news. Just a little something. Now, it does come with a couple of other bits. It comes with this, and you're probably thinking, what on earth is that? Well, that is a drive belt. And the reason why they've given you a drive belt is because, in actual fact, it comes, as I said to you earlier, with a 3-year warranty. The only thing they predict that might ever wear out would be a drive belt. Isn't that peace of mind when you're buying something through Man V Tools? It is for me. Now, what else can we expect to do with this? It's got a great ergonomic feel to it. It's super light as well. And look at this. How easy is that to make adjustments on the top? Just turn, nice rubber grip, and you can see if I pop that down, we in actual fact have got our dial here showing us the different depth of cut. Now, you're probably wondering, what is that little button at the front? Well, have you ever wanted to do a rebate? And I'm sure you know what a rebate is, but if you don't, let's do one. Because this will slide in, like so, and then what you do, depending on what the type of rebate and the depth and the width of the rebate, this is great when you want to make things like garden gates. You know when you do a garden gate, it has a rebate, and then you put the tongue and groove in between, and it finishes flush. That's because it sits in a rebate. This is going to create you a rebate. So let's do that, shall we? And show you. Now, obviously, eyewear, always imperative when you're doing anything to do with power tools. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this down, and if you look, you'll see the fence here. If you could plug that in for me. Lovely, thank you. Now plugged in. If you could just see that there, you can see the depth of the width I've got. So when I pop that onto there and switch on, now already, pop that down. Can you see what I mean by a rebate? There it is, look. We've got maybe 2 millimeter there. Another pass would give me 4 millimeter. Another pass will give me 6 millimeter, which in actual fact is all you need for T&G. So it's very, very easy. Without that, of course, we don't have to rebate. We can use it as a stand-alone plane, and this is amazing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this down to maybe 1 millimeter. So we'll carry on from this point here. I'm going to drop it. Wow, look at that. How fantastic. We've gone from buying rough timber, if we want to, which as you know is a lot more cost effective than when you're buying maybe plain timber, and now what we're doing, we've now created a beautiful mirror finish with one single pass. There's one more thing to show you. If we look at the sole plate, if you're not sure what the sole plate is, it's the front toe plate. This one here, okay? This is the sole plate, this toe plate. And if you can see, it's got a little ridge in there. Can you see that? Any ideas what that's for? I can see you all smiling, saying, of course we know what that's for, Andrew. Everybody knows what that's for. Well, of course, you're absolutely right. It's for putting a chamfer, a bevel, or another word, de-arrasing, if you wish, on timber. So what I'll do is I'll pop this over, and I'll drop that into there. Now, wait for the motor to stop before we pop it down. And if you look at that, can you see that? Can your camera pick that up? Look at that. We've got a nice little flat on there. So think about stairs, think about newel posts, think about all those things that you want to do. Maybe you make furniture at home, you just want to take the edge off it. This is a one-stop solution. Now it gets a little bit better because I'm just showing you different ideas. An electric plane has many features. This has a 3-meter cable. You think, well, so what? Well, what's the length of a door? So in other words, you can go from one end to a door to the other without any worrying about that. And I've done it without that cable and having to step over it and then drag it around a bit. That's the beauty. We're trying to think of everything. That 3-meter cable is going to make your life so much easier. Now what I've got here is, just to finish off, is to show you one more thing. What I've got here is a little bit of veneer on the top of this. I've clamped this to the bench. I'm going to move this way, so hopefully the cameraman will follow me. And I'm going to turn this down to just about 1/4 mil. Put the cable out the way and away we go. If you want to clap me at this point, because you can do, I just want to show you what I've just done there, because it truly is amazing. I have taken barely 1/4 mil off that. In actual fact, I've just taken the varnish off there, and that to me is a job well done. There you have it. What more can I tell you? It is an amazing bit of kit. The FERM power planer, 610 watts of power, reversible blade, dust extraction. It comes with a 3-year exchange warranty. And get this, it even has an amazing 3-meter cable. All that for you in one tiny package.